Alright guys, welcome back to another Math Simplified video. Today we'll be working on the 5th lesson of geometry, which is writing equations of line, learning things such as connecting graphs, slopes, and equations. Slopes is really important for this lesson, so pay attention to this. So what is a linear equation? So a linear equation is an equation that represents a straight line. So you might see it like this, it's a straight line, but in this straight line, it has a common pattern that keeps on repeating over and over again, and it never stops, okay? So that's what we call a slope. A slope, it just has a repeated pattern that forms a straight line over here. So it relates x and y in a linear relationship. So slope-intercept form is a formula, is a form that you gotta know for this type of pattern, which is y equals mx plus b. Then there's also point slope form to identify the slope and stuff. And then there's also standard form, which you guys have to know how to convert. So these are 3 different types of forms that you gotta know for this. So slope is just like the steepness or the rate of change of a line. So it has a common pattern, remember that. So the formula to identify the slope, remember, so when we're solving for slope, it usually has this like symbol, this variable, which is m. And to identify a slope, we just use y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 to find the slope. Sometimes the slope might be positive, which is going from left to right, then negative, which goes from like left to right, but it goes down. And then afterwards we have zero slope, which just doesn't really have a pattern, then undefined slope. So in the y equals mx plus b form, m is the slope, x is the variable which you can substitute anything for, such as a real number, okay? And then b is the y-intercept. The y-intercept is, for example, in this case, the point that touches, like the line touches like the y coordinate, okay? So let's say here we have 6, over here. So we have 0 comma 6 here, since here there's no like the x coordinate doesn't have like a number or anything, it's just 0. It's not in like to the left or to the right, it's just in the line. So when we have something like that, this 6 would be our y-intercept, since it like crosses, it's a point that crosses between this line and this line, okay? Then point slope formula, here we same thing, m is slope, and then we have y minus y1, x minus x1. Then afterwards, here we have like a step-by-step example of how to solve these equations. We first find the slope, use point slope form, and then simplify the equation. And then once we simplify that, we should get our slope, like slope intercept formula. And then its applications and tips. It's used to graph lines from equations, find patterns. There's a bunch of common mistakes you can do with this, such as like sign errors and wrong slope. And summary of when to use each form: y equals mx plus b is when the slope is given, and then when we don't have like the slope, we use the other formula when we only get like 1 point given to us, okay? So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.